Take a walk through the streets of Oslo, and you'll see bicycles everywhere. This is a country that implemented a strict carbon tax back in 1991, decades before most nations even acknowledged the problem, building one of the cleanest infrastructures on the planet. Look at this rural charging station. It's common here, but rewire afford this. They pay for it out here. Deep in the freezing waters of the North and Barents Seas, Norway is expanding its offshore drilling operations. This is the Norwegian paradox. The greenest society on Earth is simultaneously a top-tier exporter of heavily polluting fossil fuels. Selling oil and gas is the specific engine that powers Norway's transition away from them. The Norwegian economy is heavily dependent on pulling hydrocarbons out of the ocean. Oil and gas make up over 60% of total exports, driving a fifth of the national GDP. Through a state-owned operator called Equinor, the government captures the profits from these exports and funnels them into a national savings account, known as the Sovereign Wealth Fund. By the end of 2025, that single account is projected to hit $1.9 trillion. Divided up, it equates to $350,000 in savings for every single citizen. This hoarded wealth serves as a financial safety net. It provides the capital the government uses to subsidize the electric cars and renewable energy grids we saw earlier. Norway essentially exports its carbon footprint to the rest of the world and uses the profit to buy domestic sustainability. Global energy needs have complicated the decision to stop drilling. When the war in Ukraine and tensions in the Middle East severed Europe from Russian energy supplies, the continent faced an immediate crisis. As this map illustrates, Norway filled the geopolitical void. They now supply 30% of Europe's gas and 15% of its oil, sending 90% of their total exports to European neighbors. Driven by global instability and surging prices, this demand has delivered a massive financial windfall to the Norwegian government and the Oslo stock market. This creates a difficult image. The nation that awards the Nobel Peace Prize on this stage is getting richer off the chaos of international conflicts. They are trapped. Shutting off the oil supply would reach their climate goals, but would plunge allied European nations into an immediate energy crisis. These signs read "No to New Oil." Inside Norway, environmental groups and young activists are demanding a hard timeline to phase out the fossil fuel industry. They argue that pushing new exploration into sensitive waters in the Arctic Barents Sea is a cash grab at the expense of a fragile ecosystem. But Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Store refuses to provide an exit timeline. His government recently approved 57 new exploration licenses, insisting the industry requires continued development. Labor unions back the Prime Minister. They point out the economic reality that 200,000 direct Norwegian jobs rely on the petroleum sector. It is a deadlock between a moral obligation to the environment and economic self-preservation. Transitioning the global economy to renewable energy is a messy, compromised, and expensive process. The nation closest to domestic sustainability only reached that milestone by aggressively participating in the industry they want to escape. Right now, the most effective way to fund a green, sustainable future is to dominate the sale of a fossil-fueled present.